Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well.
Hear ye. Let the record show that this viewer was here first.
And of course, good morning, Mini Motorways. Good morning, Samurai Sam is here first. Let's go to Beijing for today's daily challenge. We will have all destinations being circles and weekly choices. They're a mystery. Full of change, no one sees, makes a fool of history. You know the deal. You know the deal. I have no original material. Guess whose score you're not beating today? Sam, are you saying that I might get Samurai slammed? Is that what you're implying? I think that might be what you're saying there. Good morning to you. Good morning to Nix Hicks as well. Do I want to go? I do want to go up, I guess. I want to go over this little piece of water eventually. You are an annoyance. What are you doing here? Do you really think we're gonna bring you in right here? No. Nobody. No, you're just gonna sit there and wait. Good morning, Henry CS. Good morning, Nix Hicks. Hicks Power today. Oh, hey!
The Goog 73-1 Business 1 Road.
The Goog 73-1 Business 1 Road. To you as well, Henry CS, coming in 8 months in the Goog troop. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. All right, you three blue guys, go down that way. You three blue guys, come over here. You, sit there, do nothing. You're going to go that way. We've saved a bridge. This is all good. We're off to a wonderful start here. Now they're annoying pinks, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. We can... Well, the map will expand eventually. Hopefully the map expands before we, you know, need it to. Wait, before we die? Something. Anyway, the plan, and I'm going to pre-draw this whole thing. The plan is that eventually the pinks are going to come up this way. I've run out of road. I've actually run out of road. Well, give me a mystery upgrade. It's a roundabout and some road tiles. Fine. All right, so the plan is that I'm just pre-drawing this pink road so that eventually we can go up and over here. That's the plan. I'm just going to keep saying the words, the plan, so as to demonstrate that I do in fact have a plan. That's what you do, right? You need to demonstrate that you have a plan, whether or not the plan is any good. Well, rest assured, fellows, I have a plan. Speaking of plans, I have a plan that tonight we will be playing Horizon Forbidden West here on the channel. Huh. This wasn't part of the plan. This wasn't part of the plan at all. I have another plan. My plan is that eventually, when we can go up and over here, which we will, we're gonna funnel all of the traffic through oh, gross. Actually, that's fine, because you can just come here into this roundabout and keep this green business alive until the map expands. Come on, map. Get out. Expand already, damn it. There you go. Was that really so hard? So much traffic. There we go. We just saved a whole bunch of road and a bridge. Everybody go. Give me a mystery upgrade. It's another roundabout. We have roundabouts aplenty here today. Samurai Sam would like to know the Goog's top 3 favorite overdrives or limit breaks in the Final Fantasy series, which is basically saying 7, 9, and 10. Well, actually, no, that's okay. I'm going to do this in reverse order. I'm going to do this usually I do 3, 2, 1, and I save my number 1. I'm just going to say my number 1 is Omni Slash. I don't care if I'm a basic bitch. Omni Slash fucking rules. Omni Slash fucking rules. Okay? Omni Slash fucking rules. My number 2 favorite is the Attack Reels Limit Break Overdrive for Waka in Final Fantasy Ooh, but Grand Summons, though. Grand Summons. Grand Summons are kind of cheap. They're not, like, original. But being able to summon an Aeon with an overdrive in Final Fantasy X, that's the good shit. That's the good shit. Yeah, I'm getting another roundabout. Great. We've got so many circles. So my number 1 is Omnislash. My number 2 is Grand Summon from Final Fantasy X. But I think this might count as a hot take that my number 3 is just blanket statement quickenings from Final Fantasy XII. I feel like that's a thing a lot of people don't like, and it can be hard to get those right, but oh, when you rattle off a chain of quickenings, ooh, We use the words chefs and kiss a lot here on this channel. That is a fucking chef's kiss. When you get on a string of quickenings, oh, it's one of the best things in video games. It really, truly is. All right. You pinks are going to come up here and, well, for right now, you're just going to do this, and this sucks. I hate this, but that's what we're having. Meanwhile, you come down here and go straight there. Eventually, we'll be able to go over this. Like, eventually, we won't have to deal with this. Bagoonicorn has redeemed Tell Me All Your Thoughts and wants to know all my thoughts on Final Fantasy XII. Here, in no particular order, is a scattered collection of all of my thoughts on Final Fantasy XII. Final Fantasy XII rules. I feel like Final Fantasy XII might be my candidate for the most underrated Final Fantasy, because nobody fucking talks about Final Fantasy XII, even though, as previously stated, Final Fantasy XII fucking rules. The combat in Final Fantasy XII is what I imagined MMO combat was like before I got into Final Fantasy XIV and actually played an MMO for the first time, and I fucking love it. So, yeah, combat in 12 rules. Combat in 12 rules. The story in 12 is okay. Is fine. Is solid. It does what it needs to do. It's wonky and weird and stupid and all up on itself in the way that many modern Final Fantasy stories are, but without being totally wild and bullshit in the way that, say, Final Fantasy XV felt. Part of the reason I never got into Final Fantasy XV, or at least haven't yet, is that I just could not possibly give a fuck. But I need to give it another shot, I suppose. Hey, look, a motorway. Motorway's gonna help a lot, actually. Actually, you know what? If we have a motorway, hold everything. If we have a motorway, can I just... Let's get rid of all of this crap. Let's take this orange road here. Yeah, we're gonna do this thing. Look at this thing we're doing. We're gonna come down here. We're gonna pop that. We're gonna have motorway number 1 swing out here. Now these pinks and these oranges don't have to share a fucking road. Hooray! All right, you go save that. So yeah, the story in Final Fantasy XII is nothing like earth-shattering or anything. It's something magicite, something guy pretends to be good, something take over the world, something false sincerity is bad, something here's a player character who is by no means the main character, deal with it. But hey, you know, it's fine and good and fun. And have I mentioned recently that the combat kicks ass and the chain system kicks ass and a lot of the character design kicks, wait for it, ass. Final Fantasy XII rules. That having been said, Penella fucking sucks, and I never understood what point Penella plays to the story, but hey, I suppose she exists to give you some connection to Vaughn, who in turn exists to serve as a POV character, even though the story is all about Ash and Balthier and the throne and the drama and Vayne and etc., etc., etc. Would love to someday see a Final Fantasy with a female main character who actually lets her be the POV character. That is true. I can think of 2 Final Fantasies, and you can argue 3. It's been a while since I played 9, where the main character, the person who does the most developing and around whom the story is centered, is a woman. And in both of those games, you play as a dude. Because in Final Fantasy X, most of the story is driven by Yuna, and you play as Titus. And in Final Fantasy XII, the story is driven by Ash and Balthier, mostly Ash, and you play as Vaughn. Because I don't know why. I don't know why you play as Vaughn. I don't hate Vaughn, but I don't like Vaughn. I don't know anyone who likes Vaughn. I think if you like Vaughn, you are either yourself about 11 years old, which is what Vaughn seems to be written to be, or you have some serious issues. Speaking of serious issues, what the fuck is going on with this blue circle over here? This blue circle over here is not a friendly sphere. You're not a cute, cuddly, comfortable orb, Mr. Blue Circle. Oh boy. All right. What are we gonna do though? Good question. I do have enough traffic. I do have enough tiles rather to where I can come up here and just slap a. Well, I thought I could slap a roundabout right here, but I can't on account of business and that thing. Final Fantasy VI starts you off with a female character. It also winds up not having a true main character. 6 is the one with Terra, right? 6 is the one that's built around Terra, which is spelled like terra firma. That's Final Fantasy VI. I've never played Final Fantasy VI. Samurai Sam knows this because he bought me Final Fantasy VI, and I haven't played Final Fantasy VI. The underscore Goog is a bad person. I don't know if anyone knows this. It's a hot take. Might not actually be true. Might not actually be true. We'll see. Returns are, all precincts have not yet reported. What are we doing here? We're drawing weird lines for bullshit blue guys. Okay. So you go that way. You go that way. I have more thoughts on Final Fantasy XII. I still don't understand why Penelo exists. I know I just mentioned that, but I'm going to say it again. I don't understand why Penelo exists. Fran looks cool, and they do just enough with her to where she's not entirely fan service, but at the same time, Fran and her entire race of people kind of feel like creepy fan service. But, you know, Final Fantasy is hardly above creepy fan service, I suppose. You go that away. You go over to here. And I do mean creepy fan service both in the ways that it is fan service that is creepy and they're servicing the creepy fan. But hey, you know, there's a lot of overlap in those concepts just in general. You go that away, you come here. The quickening system fucking rules in Final Fantasy XII. Gambits, oh my god, gambits. Oh, I fucking love gambits. I fucking love gambits. Love gambits so much. It's just really, really egregious that Vaughn is literally only there because someone up in Squeenix thought Ash wouldn't work as the protagonist. I would like to see a version of Final Fantasy XII where you play as Ash. I understand that, like, part of the appeal... The thing with Ash and what might come across with her as a main character, her motivations kind of change, like, very often. Like, Ash is a character who's like, oh, we need to get this super powerful thing. Oh, wait, the super powerful thing is super powerful. Maybe super powerful things shouldn't exist. And she just vacillates between those two opinions based on whatever the plot needs at the moment, I think. The actual devs wanted it to be focused on Ash and Balthier. Someone forced them to make a young everyman POV character. I mean, I can sort of see the... I don't know if it's appeal or rather just they had this edict and then they did it well, but I can sort of see the point in having a young everyman just kind of get swept up in this... you know, story that's larger than him, and sometimes that's a thing that happens. Sort of. I don't know. If Penelo exists to... Rephrase. If Penelo exists to give Vaughn a love interest, how come there wasn't any... I'm not asking for this. I don't want this. But how come there wasn't any romance there? If Penelo exists to give Vaughn a love interest. Aside from the fact that these are literal children and literally nobody literally cares about them, those are two very good reasons, actually. We need a way to get these oranges over to this orange. I hope I get a motorway this week. It's not a motorway. Fuck. Okay. Well, plan B. I have a fuck ton of road. Plan B, I have a fuck ton of road. It's a decent little plan B. There you go. These oranges come up to here. The devs hated those characters. Good. The devs were kind of correct to not care about Vaughn and Penelo because, listen, Vaughn can, I suppose, be endearing if you very recently watched the movie Aladdin and... I suppose Vaughn can be endearing. Penelo exists. Strong suspicions that Penelo actually exists. It is highly likely that she does. We've heard unconfirmed rumors to that effect. We're working to get confirmation for you. More on this story as it develops. Penelo may well exist. Let's stick around about right in here. My idea is that we're going to get all of these green guys to come support this bullshit, which has some support needing bullshit over here. Here, you do that, and let's get you purples to go up that away, like with the soonness. I have run out of road tiles. Well, I will fix this once the purples get away from here. You're gonna be fine, purples, I promise. Can I actually promise that? Yes, I can. You're gonna be fine, purples, I promise. Here, save some road. Go up this way. Save all of this road. I don't care about you. Give me all this road back. There, go. Vaughn could have been a good character. Starry-eyed teenager. Tell us, the audience, what the general attitudes. Yeah, that's good. Good POV right there. Penelo was useless. Yes. One thing I remember from the last time I played Final Fantasy XII, there's this one shot. It's like early on in the game when you're just meeting everyone, there's one shot where the camera just lingers for an uncomfortably long time on Penelo's crotch. And I've always wondered, did they want us to sexualize Penelo? One of the more annoying and pointless 12-year-old girls ever? Did they want us to... I don't know the answer to that. And we shouldn't think too hard about the answer to that. Please, in general, stop asking us to... Yeah. All right, now, one thing that I've noticed is by having this roundabout here, I'm technically well, this has always been the case, I suppose. This blue house can and will want to get over to here, which is not good. I don't think it's good that happens. What can I do about that? Not much, actually. What I am going to do is present another option, which is stick another roundabout here and try to get this blue house to support this guy right here. All of my blues are running all of the together, which is fine, I suppose. Everything's just going to work. These oranges up here are angry, which, fine. Not a fan of you being angry, but listen, you have your own rights and opinions, and you're entitled to be angry. I can't stop you from being angry just because I don't want you to be angry. I don't control you or anything, oranges. Be less fucking angry. You have a straight shot road and 6 houses going into one circle, you dickbags. Less angry. Anyway, you know what? We've got... Titus does take a long time not to be the most annoying little shit. If someone wanted to make the argument that Titus never isn't the most annoying little shit, I would be sympathetic to that argument. Titus is a largely unlikable fellow for most of Final Fantasy X. That having been said, I fucking love Final Fantasy X, and if you haven't played Final Fantasy X, you should play Final Fantasy X. What are we doing? Oh, right. These greens need to... Hot take, that scene is good. Hot take, that scene is good, actually. But yes, the Titus laugh. All right, You swing down into there. So these greens are going to come over here, support this, go over to here. That's all going to be fine. This is all going to be fine. You, purple, are going to... Actually, no, you're fine. You're fine. You just need to... Listen, do that for me, buddy. Thanks. I know this is weird and awkward and bad and gross, but do it. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to hit this button. This is the button that makes things go. Okay, so more oranges come this way. More greens come this way. Hey, you know what? I can hook up you. That's great. That'll support you, and by certain extensions, you. Actually, you're the most direct extension, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. This is all fine. I don't have road tiles, but I do have blue guys over here that want to get over to here. Once I hook that up, I might... Yeah, blue onto southern road toward the roundabout. Yeah, these guys onto this road somehow. That's the plan. Hey, look, another orange guy who desperately needs to get out of his house. Come on, orange guys. Why are you so fucking bad at this? What the fuck, orange guys? What the fuck, orange guys? Okay, now you're finally catching up. Now you're finally catching up with your 7 houses on your constant stream straight into the thing. Here's another hot take about Final Fantasy XII. I never understood guns. Like, I want guns to be cool so bad. I want guns to be cool and good in Final Fantasy XII more than most people want most things. But I never understood how they work. They, like, bypass defense, except they don't. So they just hit for 9 damage when swords are doing 400 and sledgehammers and hammers and mallets and axes and shit are doing somewhere between 60 and 1800. You know, you take 8 minutes to load up your powder and, you know, poop your little thing and your stick and foop it away, and then you aim and you point and you 8. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, all of these blues are going to come over here and save this blue. This green is kerfucky. Yeah, that's what I have to say about it. It's kerfucky. I don't know what else there is to say about it. This blue up here is mad and dying, actually. Why is this blue mad and dying, but this blue's fine when both of them have 3? Interesting. By interesting, I mean fuck. What if you point out that away? There we go. It's possible, Sam, that nobody quoted kerfucky. No, wait a second. Wait a second. I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, how did it get spelled? Nope. Oh well. Anyway, this blue is dying right now, actually. Shit. This bad. I suppose I've built a roundabout that's killing everything. I was unprepared for that. So those are some of my thoughts on Final Fantasy XII. 1,205 commuters, that's not great. It is top 20% though. So, holy crap, Sam. Holy crap, Sam the Samurai, number 7 in the world, dropping a Samurai Slam on all but 6 people. Good for you, Sam. Let's do today's Wordle. Do I have any more thoughts on Final Fantasy XII? I must. 12, sadly, is a 6-letter word, but final. Final is a 5-letter word. Let's start with that. All right, it could be... It's not, but it could have been. What other thoughts do I have on Final Fantasy XII? Fran is 80% fan service, and unfortunately, Bogsy is gay. That's... Listen. Where's the... There it is. You know who else is fan service? Well, you know who else is not fan service, but could very easily be manifested into fan service, and I suppose it is to the credit of Final Fantasy XII's writing staff that they never straight up fan serviced her? Ash is hot. Anyway, Let's see here. What is this word? It's not rinse. It's not grins. It's not... Could it be drink? Could be drink, can't it? It's not, but it could have been. It could be brink. You could be on the brink of... There it is. It's brink. Ha-ha! We will lock up our money in a safe location with brink. All right. So that is the Wordle. Let's drop this, knock this out, go do an actual no pausing run. I think last time I tried to do a no pausing run, I just paused. Oh God, Chiang Mai. This is going to be bad. All right, fine. Let's do it. Let's do it. No pausing. Chiang Mai. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. What other thoughts do I have on Final Fantasy XII? Final Fantasy XII is really good. I want to play I've played Final Fantasy XII like 3 times. I wish I could play Final Fantasy XII for the first time again, because as previously stated, I don't think Final Fantasy XII is like very beloved, and like the devs certainly don't love it. Like Square Enix does not love Final Fantasy XII the way it loves, say, Final Fantasy VII. And listen, Final Fantasy XII is a great game. Is not Final Fantasy VII. It probably did not meet with the commercial success of Final Fantasy VII. I understand why Final Fantasy XII has not spawned an exceedingly large empire in the way Final Fantasy VII has. But, you know. Guest party members in Final Fantasy XII. That rules so hard. Those guys are great. I almost think that they were intending to do a 4-person party and then realized they didn't have enough characters for that. And then we're like, what do we do here? I'm going to take traffic lights while we... Oh. Hi. You have a point? All right, you need to... Hey, pick up that guy. Thank you. And then come down this way. Remember, we're not pausing, and I mean it this time. So these pinks will grab that. It almost feels like when they were initially designing the combat for Final Fantasy XII, they thought, we really want there to be four characters in the party. However, there are like 6 characters in the game. It's a very small party. Like, as someone who played Final Fantasy X, which has a 7-person party and you're constantly rotating, or Final Fantasy VII, which has at times a 9-person party. Yeah, you could have 9 people in the party in Final Fantasy VII. For Final Fantasy XII to be like 6, we have 6. Sometimes you have a friend coming along, but we have 6. It felt a little weird at times. So what I do when I play 12 is I'm constantly rotating, and I don't think I'm alone in that, but I'm constantly rotating my party members, but I have like roles. I have designated roles. I have the leader, the basher, and the mage. And I will just alternate. So I basically functionally have 2 3-person parties that just rotate in and out. And it usually winds up either Vaughn or Balthier is the leader. Either Ash or Bosch is the basher. And either Fran or Pinello is the mage. And I just do that. That's how I play 12. I fucking love just swapping in and out. The Gambit system is really cool. When someone drops out, you can just you can replace a corpse, which is neat. You can just be like, oh, Vaughn died. Okay, get out of the fucking party, Vaughn. We need someone who's alive. Vaughn! Give me Balthier. You go over there. You go over there. You have a bridge, which is weird and bad. But you know what? It's going to be okay. Here, go this way. Come over to here. Go around the blue business, down here, over to here, into the green business. Thanks. Now... donnez-moi un roundabout. Sure. How do I get blue guys over to blue guy. Okay. Everybody go now. Wah, wah, and wah, and roundabout, and wah. There, don't do that. Roundabout, go. Go, 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 go. Okay. Now save this blue guy, save this green guy. You, pink, go point that way. Why are you not point that way? You should be point that way. You should also be point that way. Point that way sounds like a getaway in a cartoon or something. Where are you going for summer camp, boys? We're going to point that way. Oh, God. What was I doing? Oh, right, greens. Greens need to come down here and come on, just go the way I want you to go. Here, do that. Thanks. And you, meanwhile, do that. And you, oranges, hey, you know what? Well, actually, give me the 30 road tiles. You have a very long road, which is fine. Here, do this. You're fine. You're good. Y'all go that way. You go that way. You go that way. This is all fine. Everything is fine. All right, I have 2 houses going to a circle. That's problem. Not great. Don't love it. Want more houses. Go that way. Actually, here. Traffic light? Traffic light. Bad traffic light. Wish traffic light was roundabout. Can't roundabout. Don't roundabout. Roundabout? Possible. What if? No. Bad. Crap. Lost language for a second there. Need to rebuild roundabout. This road bad. Need to put roundabout back exactly where it was because cars no go without. So this is going to be fine. This is going to be fine. We're just going to have to wait for this orange guy to come all the way back through here and go through where the roundabout once was and then take a motorway and then place the roundabout. There. That's what we wanted. Oh, found out Balthier's VA was playing Fenris in DA2. Can't romance anyone else. Balthier fucking rules. Vaughn was built, I think, to tell the 12-year-old boys that there's a character just like them in the game. And then Balthier exists to let the 12-year-old boys know that they're not actually cool, and Balthier is cool. Balthier is fucking cool. We're going to draw a big, long motorway for the blue guys and a big, long... I don't have a bridge. As a problem... I think you can survive the rest of the week, but I hope you can survive the rest of the week. There, you do that, you do that. This big long orange road is just gonna be fine. Hey, question, why do... Oh, wait, right, greens need to... Hold on. Why don't you just do this and then have that spurt? Give me a bridge, by the way. Thank you. And then we boop you over to here. Sweet. And you two. You might as well be Zach and Cody. Your life is so sweet. It's a Disney Channel joke, even though I was a Nickelodeon baby. You go that away. You point there. That's fine. These oranges are so mad, probably because I'm fucking up their shit. Might have something to do with my up-fucking vis-a-vis their shit. It's gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine, Orange. Listen, you have a lot of support, okay? I don't want to hear any complaining about your support or lack thereof. There. More oranges. More traffic light. Go. Just go. You're fine. You're all fine. You go. Why do you only have one going over to... You know what? You're probably fine. You're great. You're just super. Here, let's point more pink down that way, because I'm going to point... give me a motorway. You're going to point more pink that way. I was wondering if I had any more thoughts on Final Fantasy XII, and then I was just going to say Final Fantasy XII rules again, which, I mean, it remains a true statement that Final Fantasy XII fucking rules. So, Final Fantasy XII fucking rules. Let's draw a big, long road for even more blue guy. Even more blue guy can come over here and support that guy. You 3 are going to motorway here, swing in that way, support greens. Great. Now then, this orange might as well get might as well get hooked, might as well get hooked up here and there, and you immediately pour both of your cars onto tells me that the oranges are very busy and probably, dying, but hey, what are you gonna do? I got a lot of unused pinks, probably ain't great. It's fine, it'll be fine. Here, you purples, go that away. 5 houses supporting 3 business seems inefficient. I mean, what could possibly go wrong, Nix? Also, point of order, this is 4 houses, not 5. Give me a bridge. You go over. What are you blues doing? Anyway, you're going around. Oh, you're supporting this. Okay, that does seem like an important thing for you to do, actually. Fuck. Fuck. But wait, I have a plan. And by a plan, I mean an idea. And by an idea, I mean shit. Here, why don't you 2 swing out this way, and then up to here, and then up to here, and then up to here, and in, and then up to here, and in there. Great, go. Save the blue guys. Save the world. You, oranges, come this way. Swing out that way. Thank you. Point there, kill that. That's amazing. Look at all of these oranges I can't fucking use. Let's fucking use them. That's right, boys and girls. It's the brand new game. Let's fucking use them. Ba 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 ba. I don't know why Let's Fucking Use Them uses the old Wheel of Fortune theme song, but you know what? It does. All right, you come up here. I don't have enough road to fucking use them, even though I want to. Give me another bridge because I'm about to use my last bridge. Great. Now, purples over here. Swing this-ish way and down here. I'm sure that people are saying things in the chat, and I'm also sure that I can't see them. So, you and you need to come here and just go. It's fine. Everybody go. All you oranges go. Just go. You're great. You're cool. You went circular at some point? Fuck you, buddy. All right, fine. Here. Oh, look, a whole bunch of blues. Too bad I don't have any goddamn road. It's fine. It's all fine. It's fine, actually. It's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna get road at some point. I have a whole bunch of blues which are surrounded by road. So, listen, if I get a motorway, this is gonna be fine. If I don't, well, but maybe I will. Huh? Let's establish that positivity. Maybe, ... I will get a road that I need. Like a motorway. Like, there's no motorway here. Fuck. Okay. Let's replace this traffic light with a roundabout. That's a good start. Okay, fine. Let's replace it with a roundabout that does that, which is also known as a bad roundabout, but, is okay. All right, blue guys, come up to here, and then everybody goes out that way, right? And then you here, okay. And then here, you have a traffic light that you've always wanted. And now, can you get there somehow? Sure, that's gonna work. These pinks, totally fine. I don't see any problems with that. Here, fix that. Which one of these is gonna die first, I wonder? It's gonna be, hey, you know what? I've got an idea for, well, too late. Oh boy, no pausing runs. They get crazy at the end there, don't they? That's something. Final Fantasy XII is a very good game. If y'all haven't played Final Fantasy XII, you should play Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age for the Nintendo Switch. The most recent and very best version of Final Fantasy XII. Why was the Switch version of 12 my favorite version? I don't remember. I know there's a reason. Like, the remake in general, well, remaster, is really, really good, but there was a reason that I preferred the Switch version best. And I don't remember what it is, but it is. So play the Switch version of Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age. That is my life advice for you. Now, I will be back here on Twitch later tonight, 5:30 Eastern, for Horizon Forbidden West. For the folks on YouTube, later today, there's a new episode of Horizon Forbidden West. Amazing how that works. It's almost as if I planned my release schedule that way. Almost. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will talk to you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.